Hey there, Movie Maniacs. It's time for another spooky video. And for tonight's spooky video, I'm going to be telling you guys another urban legend, which I'm sure you have heard of already, known as the Babysitter. Now, one thing I did want to point out is that supposedly there was like an actual legit story that this whole urban legend was based off of, as well as the movies. So if you were interested in me making a video all about the true story of the Babysitter, then let me know in the comments below. The story starts out as a young girl who was in need of a job, and she finally found work as a babysitter in a house down the street, which was very old, large, and isolated. It was kind of away from, you know, all the other houses. The couple were going out to see a movie that night, and they left the young girl in charge of the 3 children. So the young girl had just put the children to bed, and she went downstairs to watch a little bit of TV. Just as she was getting comfortable, the phone rang, and she answered it. What was on the other line was a bunch of heavy breathing and a man asking,
"Have you checked on the children?"
So freaked out, she hangs up the phone and she tries to convince herself that it was just someone trying to play a prank on her. She went back to watching television, but 15 minutes in, the phone rings once again. She picked up the phone and heard hysterical laughter coming from the other side. Then the same male voice said,
"Why haven't you checked on the children?"
The babysitter slammed the phone down and immediately called the police. The operator at the police station told the young girl that she should try to stay on the line with him next time. And in doing so, the police would be able to track down the phone call. A few minutes later, the phone rung once again. The young girl picked it up, and once again she heard that heavy breathing. The voice on the line said,
"You should really check on the children."
The babysitter listened to this man hysterically laughing on the other side. She hung up the phone, and almost immediately after, it rang again. This time, the operator from the police station was on the other line. He said,
"Get out of the house right now. The calls are coming from the upstairs phone."
Babysitter dropped the phone in shock and suddenly heard footsteps coming down the stairs. Without pausing for a second, she immediately bolted out of that house. Just as she closed the front door behind her, a man's hand came out. She screamed and ran out into the street just as the police arrived. The police searched the house and found the 3 young children in a closet crying uncontrollably. Now, there's also a version of this story where I think the killer kills the children and then like he comes after the babysitter, I think. I could be wrong about that, but in the parents' bedroom, they found a bloody axe which was laying next to the upstairs phone. The back window of the house was wide open and the curtains were blowing in the breeze. There was no sign of this man who had made these horrifying phone calls. He had somehow escaped when they were down there checking on the young girl. There's the story of the Babysitter urban legend. What do you guys think? This is one that I grew up on. I remember seeing the movies that they based off of this urban legend, and they were really creepy. Why is there like a square like right beside me? It's not focusing on my face, it's focusing on Larry. That's really creepy. A real life story that this urban legend was based off of. So if you guys would like for me to make a whole video on like the true story, let me know. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big ol' thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already and become Morbid Maniac. And be sure to hit that bell notification, that way you get notified every single time I upload a new video. If you were not aware already, I now have an OnlyFans account where I will be posting all of my sexier content. So if you were interested in that, the link is always in the description box below, so you can go check that out. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.